Hi, Flosstube. My name is Shawn Wright, and I have a confession to make. I'm obsessed with Flosstube. Probably you're watching this because you are too. So I have an issue because I'm a quilter, and I watched Anna over on Quilt Roadies for years, because I also was an RVer for a while and quilted. But she also, and she got me like really into wool work and things like that. But she recently has gotten into Flosstube, and then it led from one thing to another to another. And yep, I'm obsessed with Flosstube. The thing is I don't cross stitch yet. And so I had been on one of the Flosstube channels. Let's see if I say her name right. Teresa Kogert. Let me see. Oops. Yeah, Teresa Kogut. From her Creative Whims on her Flosstube. And I had asked on one of her messages on the Flosstube channel on a comment if it would be strange, because I just started having this Flosstube introduced me along with the local prim shop to punch needle work. And I thought, there's a couple punch needle workers out there, so maybe I wouldn't be too offensive if I was a punch needle worker on Flosstube. But anyway, I bought my floss and I drew up a pattern because that's what I do. I didn't want to wait until the first week of November for the class. So I went on Flosstube and I found some people who did this punch work, and I drew up a pattern and I put some nice red brick wool on the back after I punched all this. Look at all that beautiful Valdani floss. I was terrified because one of the Flosstube people said, use Valdani, look at the dimension it makes. It's not that much more expensive. I went and I drew up my own little pattern, went and bought all the little rolls of 3-strand Valdani floss, punched this. This little tiny project cost me 50 bucks. I didn't have to spend that much. I know I could have just used the floss I had on hand. In fact, I have tons of floss or thread from Sue Spargo for all my wool work that I'm in. But anyway, on Creative Whims, the people said, hey, the Flosstube community is just amazing. You guys are like friends. I hate to say that you're virtual friends, because you're real people, and you invite other people into your house every week or every month and say, look what I'm doing. It's kind of like kindergarten when you had show and tell. And the fun thing about it is you show people, and then we all are like cheering you on, saying, look, or giving you tips, just like you did me. And so here I am with my first Flosstube channel, and I don't know anything about cameras. I think that's not so intimidating because nobody expects me to have this, professionally edited film for you to watch. Nobody expects any perfection, and I just love that. And I'm not a very perfectionist person anyway. Probably why I do like punch needle and wool work and quilting. Well, quilting you have to be a little bit precise, but so I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful if you're watching me. I have no idea why, but okay. So evidently there are a couple things that in Flosstube people do. Like I said, my name is Shawn. My husband's in the U.S. Army. He's a chaplain. We currently are in Colorado Springs, where we have a couple pretty awesome shops. Gatherings got a lot of, it's not really a quilt shop or a fabric shop, but in the back room, it's more of a prim shop, but they have wool and they do have a stitch-in, and it's pretty amazing. They've got some cross stitch in the back, and actually they have some of the cross stitch patterns. What do you guys call those? Not patterns, charts that some of you are making with the drums and the little print. They're gorgeous. And that's where I saw this punch needle work, got addicted. So we've got that. We've got Roof Stitchery. Great place. Love it. Great friendly people. And then I get together once a month to finish this project. This is one of my wool projects. Do I have it upside? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so. And that one is by Carried Away Designs. I don't know how to say that. Efflorescence. So I have to put the border on that and bind it and get it stitched. Started that in, we get together once a month, and then we get, it's kind of like a block of the month. We get a little section of it every month. So we started that in January, and I'm gonna finish it hopefully this week. And then in January, I picked up this guy too, also by Carried Away Designs. And I've got a little bit of detail work left to do on that. So yeah, loving wool, and now loving the floss for that. So another working project I have, another whip, is I started, 5 years ago. A friend in Germany had this pattern, and she had it as a wall hanging, and it's little snowmen. Can you see? It's pretty bright in here, huh? But the snowmen hold every month. March, that was April. So I don't have to go through every single month with you, but I am finally, have carried this all over the world. I'm gonna get it done this week. I'm gonna do it and then get it sashed. I don't know if I should make them individual things, frame them individually, or make them sew them together and make a wall hanging. It's on a white cotton, and I'm thinking I'm gonna tea stain it and then use some sashing in between, and I don't know, maybe even do a log cabin, or I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I'm gonna get that done. I have some other projects I'm working on. My sister and I went to Missouri Star Quilt Company for their birthday bash last week. Was it last week or the week before? Because my husband and I just drove to Albuquerque and did the balloon festival this weekend. So it was on Tuesday, they had a Facebook Live thing, and we're talking about their birthday bash. My sister and I, we bought tickets and flew in and had such a fun time. Well, Joe Morton, yep, was there and had a trunk show. She's a doll. I mean, everybody there. Me and my sister designs. Yeah, everybody was great. The Doan family. Who else do we see? A fantastic lady who did a great presentation on Hawaiian turn needle embroidery quilts. Anyway, Joe Morton signed this one for me. She said, to Sean, continue the thread, Joe Morton. And in this book, I got the fabric to make, let's see, it's called Goose on the Loose. So I'm gonna make this one. Maybe next Flosstube I'll also have some of the blocks, but I did purchase fabric for that, and I'm gonna work on that. And then when I made that punch needle to go on this stand that I found at the local charity shop. I have some magnets on there. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna attach it to this because this is all new to me, but I'm gonna put my punch needle, I dropped it, hold on a second. on this thing by, I don't know if I'll glue the magnets on the back. I don't really like the idea of gluing on to needlework pieces, but we'll see. But while I was there, they had this book, and this isn't my style, but it was adorable. So I picked it up, and look at that. So it's my felt doll book, and it's got all the pattern pieces for these adorable dolls made out of felt or wool. They're just so sweet. I mean, look at them on the back there. So we'll see. Work in progress. Whip or not to whip? Whip or not to whip? Share it. I don't know. Give it away. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Anyway, another finished project. I don't know if you can see, but right up here, I'm hanging on my wall back there. I do have a cow quilt that I made. It's Abilene the cow. It's a collage quilt that I finished a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. While I was living in Texas. So everywhere I go, I kind of try to get something from that area that I keep and cherish, because I don't have a lot of stuff because we move a lot. But that is my Texas memento, is my cow quilt that I made while I was there. So that is a fully finished project. I'm not going to do anything to that, and I'm not going to do that again. Anyway, again, thank you for being so welcoming to the community of Flosstube, and just letting me be a part of your lives by showing your stitchy kindness and your love of needlework. So I'll maybe have a Flosstube number 2, maybe not. We'll see how this goes. God bless your day. Thank you so much.